for most of the season, we've kind of complained about referees and VAR.
No, we know what we're going into now. Go on.
Oh, absolutely, that's fine. My kind of alternative is switching up. How often should the referees from, say, the Championship be brought up to the Prem if one of the Premier League referees has an absolute blunder?
I brought this up last year, didn't I? In one of the first pods we did. I want a form table of referees. And when I mean that is the PJML, I don't know whether they could do it actually because they'd always score everyone 10 out of 10, but if someone, maybe the other managers, but again, I don't know, a scoring system. So like, I'm trying to think who always has howlers.
Oliver.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, and like after a season, you score them out of 10, and then the bottom 3 of the Premier League that have done that season go down into the Championship, and the top 3 of the Championship come up into the Prem. It would keep up for actual. It would make sure that I think a lot of refs right now they're relying on VAR. How many fouls you see in the box? That Spurs one against Everton last week when Son's been brought down, and then Howard Webb's like, should have been a penalty, and you're like, so why didn't the referee just call it then?
Is he not maybe in charge of?
He's the head of PJML.
I think there needs to be a form table, but I also think when we watched the FA Cup games the other week,
would you want a form table or a strike system?
Ooh, strike sounds kind of final. I don't think a ref is forever going to be bad, so I think a form table works better because if you get 3 strikes, then how do you redeem yourself from that?
So why should you need to have 3 strikes? If it's like your job. If you have 3 strikes, you're out the door. It should be the fact of you make a blunder, go to the Championship. Because to be honest, no Premier League referee wants to go down to the Championship because they think it's a demotion.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's the pay cut. The pay cut's mad.
Pay cut, but at the same time, why should none of the Championship referees that I should do are quite consistent?
I said this during the FA Cup though, mate. I don't think it should be Prem refs. I think it should be a mixture of the refs throughout all of them because it ain't that.
It's the Prem team. Prem teams always end up getting Prem refs,
and they shouldn't.
No. Do you mean like referees out of Europe or just England?
No, not just England. So I think like if you had like a League 2 team playing like a Prem team, then you get a Championship ref.
I said last year, didn't I? I would have liked to have seen England and the Premier League just going into Europe and go, you know what, you're apparently the best ref from Italy, we're having you. You're the best ref from Scotland, we're having you.
Prem's meant to be the best in the world. Like, you know what I mean? And then we don't have the best refs.
No.
Because and the reason why I was always going back to the Championship is because they all do the same training. They all do the same job. So go tell me the last Championship referee to get promoted to the Prem.
There was one this year. And the only reason I know that is because we had his first game in the Prem the other week.
Right.
But I don't know his name. It was okay. But this is the thing as well. This is what I'm on about. Like the form table. Most of them are just 80% of the performance would be okay.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, it's like who literally just got banned. David Koo. He literally made some shockers. That Erdegaard handball.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Just for example of some of the stuff that he's done, it's like it's mad. And we just go, oh, he's suspended for a fortnight. Oh, that'll do him all right, but he's full pay.
Yeah.
There's never any consequence, is there?
I think the reliance on VAR also should go against them. All the pussyfooting around of, well, it'll get checked anyway. You're the on-field ref. That's meant to be an assistant. It's not meant to be there to make decisions for you. If the refs haven't got the bottle to make the decisions, then they get demoted.
Well, it's meant to be a system. And it's like the VR just don't really care.
Yeah,
they just go, yeah, sure, go on with it.
I said last year I wanted more of a consultation, didn't I? But take the A out of VAR. It shouldn't be assistant. It should be video ref. And when I mean that, as in, I'm trying to think of a decision that I've seen a ref call, and it's like
the corner against us for Aston Villa, not a corner.
Yeah.
And if there's a video ref, he'd be able to tune in and go, it ain't a corner. Goal
but
kick.
even like who was it the other day? Spurs Arsenal. The corner, the goal that you scored, there wasn't even a corner. There wasn't a corner. What I don't understand is this is where it isn't fit for purpose. You're using loopholes so VAR isn't involved at times.
Yeah.
Why doesn't VAR just turn around and when Arsenal take a minute and a half for a corner? Why don't they just turn around and go, right, we've checked it, just because say he goes right corner, then VAR goes, it's not corner. We go, all right, goal kick.
Yeah.
We got correction then. That's what we were trying to get from VAR. We were trying to get correct decisions.
That is actually the one thing that I take from rugby is the video ref, is the person chiming in and just going, that's wrong.
And it's always in the background. It doesn't actually stop play.
I like the fact you get the audio. I know that's taking it.
That was my next thing. What's your point?
How pointless is that fucking League Cup audio? I said this to a boy. He was like, "Oh, it's good to know Dominic Solanke was offside. What else was it going to be?"
So me and you spoke about this before, but I if it was something that was less clear cut, I would like to hear it.
No, but you don't hear it.
Like,
No. You don't hear it.
What do you mean?
You don't hear it. That's not the idea of it. So, for example, when I was at West Ham Southampton a couple of years back, there's a 4.5 minute check on offside. I didn't realise it was Souček being offside on the line.
Yeah.
When it's put in, you wouldn't have heard the conversation between VAR and the ref.
Yeah.
You only hear the ref go, he basically just says what it says on the fucking screen already. Oh, we didn't give it due to offside. Brilliant.
So they do it in the Australian League, which I just recently found out. I like the fact that they've literally just got a bite and they go, alright, Jay's foul play, Sears foul play.
Yeah. I want to hear the conversation.
I like to hear that.
Only on the serious ones. So when it is going to be like a straight red or something like that and it's a bit in question, then I'd like to hear the deliberation between the ref and the video ref. But if it's the clear-cut ones, then no, I genuinely don't. I think we take too much time now as well.
But that's also another thing with it.
No, but that's part of the reason as well. They won't sometimes take their time. You have other situations where they won't take the time to look at it because they go, oh, fans might be getting annoyed in the stadium. Well, how about the referee turns on and goes, right, by the way, we're looking at it for handball. Right, I'm happy to wait then. But the annoying thing is you just sit there and you're like, because the ref's like,
what? The thing is as well, they're on about annoy people in the crowd. Do you know what annoyed them even further? When the wrong decision's made.
Yes.
That's what that'll fuck off most.
As I said, I've been there during the decision making and decision making, whatever you call it.
James's for
you just don't know what's going on. You're literally just sitting there going, goal being checked. You're like,
you're just waiting for an announcement.
Good. With what?
I think it also sort of ruins the fact of like celebrating.
They don't celebrate anymore
because you celebrate and you go mental, and then 5 minutes later they come on the screen saying, "Oh, Souček handball."
I think we should have.
What was the fucking point?
I think for offsides and that we should have the same system, same for extra time that we had in Qatar. To be honest,
extra time as well.
Rolling.
Yeah, because then when
the
you
computer that apparently is still in the Prem, but it ain't working clearly.
I don't mean to pick on you lot, but you take about a minute and a half to take every single stoppage. So the minute and a half that you add on for every single kick would then go on at the end. So rather than playing like 90 minutes a week, you'd end up playing like 140 minutes a week.
That's the thing, right? So like the North London derby, I think they had 6 corners in the first half, or 4 corners in the first half.
Yeah, okay.
And a couple of fouls and a couple of goal kicks, and they're like 3 minutes of added time. You're sitting there going, how the fuck is that 3 minutes?
There's no way.
Who's counting that? Because they can't count.
I'll fucking hold my hand up here. It's starting to frustrate me as an Arsenal fan.
Villa are bad for it, though. Villa are bad for stopping it.
No, because this isn't the thing. Is Villa sometimes do it when they go 1 or 2 goals up. Do it then. Don't do it 0-0 and then concede a goal and then try and chase the fucking game.
Hang about it. They exposed Southampton a couple of years back under Hasenhüttl for about 70th minute. A geezer taking a tumble and then we're having a rehydration 5-minute break while he was getting medical attention. Now they're doing it.
Who did we watch doing it yesterday as well? Chelsea just pissing about the ball against City. It was a joke, mate, because you're sitting there and you go, you're 1-0 up, lads. Like, you really need to get in it. It's early in the game and you're already taking the mick. Sanchez, by the way.
With Arsenal is definitely time wasting now. I'll hold my hand up to that. I'll fully admit that I'm not going to be as biased as normal. But when does it stop becoming time wasting and start becoming game management?
So for me, game management would be to rather than a minute and a half, 2 minutes to take a bloody free kick.
This is where, go on.
So 30 seconds to slow down the game. All right, I can accept that. Maybe even up to 45. That's fine. See, once it gets to a minute, anything over that, in my opinion, is a joke. I don't think it should get to the point where you're taking a minute to take a kick.
Yeah, but
these footballers rehearse corners, free kicks, pretty much everything on a weekly basis, several times a week. Why do you have to take a minute and a half to get in position?
Yeah.
It's obviously due to trying to manage the game. And I think it's the same thing.
Refs don't call time wasted until someone's up in front, and that's also wrong.
Yeah.
Because then it goes from time wasting game management, and at 0-0 they're just taking their time. No, they're still time wasting. It doesn't matter if you take 2 minutes when you're 1-0 up, or 2 minutes when you're 0-0 or 2-0 down. It is time wasting.
Yeah.
Is it still being enforced as fully as it once was?
No.
Because obviously we've had Emi Martinez in the past being double yelled for time wasting. When was the last time somebody was actually sent off for that?
Yeah, mate, all joking aside, you boys, the worst game I've seen in a long time was you boys versus Brighton a couple of weeks ago. I think Nwaneri could have been sent off. I think Declan Rice could have been sent off. When I mean that is in genuinely just the double yellows.
Yeah.
I mean, Declan Rice, he took 2 minutes for a free kick when they were 0-0. You're like, what are you doing?
Martinez is ridiculous.
Oh, 100%.
But the problem is, now...
Raya isn't. 0-0 against Wolves yesterday, picked the ball up and then just fallen over the ground. And you're like...
You're on about goalkeepers. Have you not seen Onana?
No.
Who against Forest, they're chasing a winner and he's put the ball down.
Yeah, he did.
Picked it back up.
Oh,
then moved over.
Do you remember the ref?
And then looked up to the linesman being like, where is it? Just fucking kick it.
Yeah.
You need them to go.
No,
I don't understand why it's so prominent.
Do you know why? Because now the refs are focusing too much on them kicking the ball away and giving a yellow for that than they are time wasting, which makes no sense because the kicking the ball away is part of the bigger problem of time wasting. It should be covered as a one-er, not, he's kicked the ball away, that's a yellow. They've taken 2 minutes to take a free kick. We're good.
I think that's why the Declan Rice one was such a big topic at the time. Because it wasn't really being covered and then you had the one referee going, time wasting.
Yeah, but you had the opportunity that early on in the season to then go, right, that is now the standard. You do it, you yelled. Fair enough, Trossard knew what he was doing against City. Send him off. Sorry, he's a stupid cunt. But what I mean is, you know what I mean? I think that was that game week 3. You had an easy opportunity. The refs fucking cut themselves up.
Yeah.
Because you had that early opportunity to go bang, right, you do that, yellows. We don't care if you're already on a yellow, we'll send you off.
Yeah.
And then they just bottled it.
Yeah.
Again.
Because how many players just pick the ball up and walk away with it?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then chuck it back, and you're like, what are you doing?
How is bad for that? Suchek.
Yeah, he loves picking the ball up and walking away with it.
And then he just drops it and goes, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've not kicked it away.
Yeah.
You know, that's all right then, mate.
I think Howard Webb needs to kind of grow a bit of a backbone and realise that there is problems. He sits there every week. And what's that show?
Oh, Mike Tarp.
Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
Prick. Never goes against the refs.
No, you're not. Yeah, you're on about the show Mike Tarp, Michael Owen and Leon Osman. It's never fitting as well, and they never do the controversial ones.
No, they always go for the kind of easy, clear-cut ones that they can just go.
He does the straight balls that Howard Webb agrees with, or the ones that are so obvious that he didn't agree with that it ain't shocking that he doesn't agree with it. So it's like I want to see some of the controversial ones. Do you know what I'd love as well is if the Premier League the next day of the game released the whole audio footage, take away the profanity because I know it's going to be an argument. Oh, the players swear. Right, whatever.
They're all adults.
Yeah, take away that. Right. I want to listen to why I say we got a penalty against us or we got a red card against us because I don't understand some of them.
No, I agree. I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Yesterday.
I genuinely don't think it's ever going to happen.
No, but it helped Arsenal fans yesterday, wouldn't it? The clarity on let's say like the argument between the Lewis-Skelleys one and then the Gomez. Because I mean, the only thing you can really say about that one, the difference is the ankle height.
Yeah,
but.
I think the Lewis-Skelleys one's definitely a yellow. It's not a red. It's a very soft red. When I say soft, it's like it's not red.
The problem is, right? For me, it's a red going by the consistency of the refs this year. But then again, if the refs followed what I would like as football, no,
it's not consistency either.
Yeah, you have to take it out. There's no consistency.
No, there isn't, and that's the problem.
So you can't even use that.
The one that runs straight against your argument right now is Lissandro Martinez against Palace when he's on the double foot and he almost stamped on the Palace player. And they can argue there's no contact there, but it's 2 foot intent. So is that not a red then?
Because he never made any contact.
And then to the Lewis-Skelleys one, he is meant to trip him up and hasn't meant to touch
what Michael Oliver said was anything above the ankle is deemed serious foul play. Yeah. I need to send him off. I don't have a problem with the red if they're consistent with it. Because the thing that annoys me about Arsenal right now, if you look at every single red card they've got this season, it is them either game managing, time wasting, or fouling on transitions and slowing the game down.
Yeah.
That is your own fault.
Because
I've seen all these Arsenal fans go, oh, we got to win, but fucking, what about if that cost us? Here's the thing. You've got 2 men, Wolves have no one, by the way. Ain't knew he can pass to no one, who I think was brought down in front of him. You are not in danger.
No.
You brought him down for nothing.
Yeah. And the amount of times that's happened, who got sent off the other week? Timber. Was it Julian Timber? He got sent off and it was like... Why we even try to challenge there?
Because I don't mind the refs making a decision like that, and then the VAR going, no, you know what? Actually, that was that, because they're making a decision at least.
Yeah.
But like, I think Gomes should have been sent off with a ball kick in the 50th minute. Literally, he brought down Trossard, and as they've called it a foul, he kicked it out. Now he literally argued he kicked it. I think he remembered the fucking rules, and then luckily there was a ball with a ball on the cone. He went, no, I haven't kicked it away. Look, there's one here. Go, just get him gone. Just get him gone.
I don't like the player. I think he gets away with too much as it is. So I'd agree with you there. I think he should have been sent off.
And then all jokes aside, that second yellow, I don't care if it's below the ankle. That's a red on Timber. That's a straight red. That isn't even a second yellow. He's literally all right. He's missed the ball on the 50-50, and then when he's gone over, why is he? Studs up straight on the foot. You're gone.
I kind of feel sorry for him because it's happened, and then he's realised, oh fuck.
Don't go into it then.
Yeah.
No, but then also you'll have your fan, like the Wolf fan going, you'd be pissed off if you didn't fucking go for it.
Yeah, but look at Dallo the other week where he went in for that ridiculous quick challenge, and I didn't think he made a lot of contact. But yeah,
we won't talk about the FA Cup.
It's just a red, isn't it?
But yeah, after rewatching it, I'd agree.
I
didn't think it was at the time, and then I've rewatched it, and you just go, the speed he's gone in, he's never getting.
I don't agree with this. That's the worst decision they've ever seen in football as well. I'm sorry. I know he's a youngster, and you need to be outraged the fact that he's a youngster and he's been sent off.
Yeah.
Let's have a word though. He has literally dragged his boot down the geezer's ankle.
I'm not gonna lie. I watched it and I thought,
I was shocked.
It's a yellow for breaking up the transition. But then when I've rewatched and I see he's caught the ankle, I still believe it's a yellow. But you can you put the referee in that.
Problem is as well, the argument. What's the argument for it being a yellow and not a red?
Because I don't believe that he catches the ankle fully.
See, the main argument right now is he didn't mean it.
No, but you've also said something today where if it's above the ankle, it's serious foul play.
Yeah.
It was on the bottom of the ankle.
So the way I look at it is if you've got a planted foot on there, anywhere pretty much on their shin.
It was like that.
It wouldn't have broke his leg, but it would have went in.
I think it's the way it goes down. But I think to be honest, personally after watching it, I would agree with you. I think it's a yellow. But I think with half of the decisions this year, with 4 tackles like that, it's a red.
To be honest with you as well, I think genuinely Michael Oliver, I know they say they don't, but I think he might have had a word. There's this thing right now where I think refs at half-time are speaking to Howard Webb. I don't buy it, or Stockley Park or something, because when you came out of that second half, don't get me wrong, Wolves are fucking shit. Arsenal deserve to win. But Arsenal falling over, and then literally Michael Oliver was just going, yellow. Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul.
Do you know what it's like? And we spoke about this before. It's like they've made a run for their own back. They've either made a mistake or they made a stupid decision, and then they go, I need to overreactly do it the other way.
The one that most in my head, because I'm just West Ham fan, when Milner was sitting about 5 yards offside at the Olympic Stadium about 4 years ago, and he got the assist from it and scored a goal. And literally, Declan Rice and Martin Noble were shouting in the ref's ear on the way down the tunnel. Second half, we got everything. And Klopp even said after the game, he went, yeah, it was offside. He was like, but you knew that because how many decisions West Ham got in the second half.
Yeah.
The refs are conscious, mate.
But look how many red cards Martin Noble got rescinded as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think the biggest problem is refs make a decision, stick to it, don't rely on VAR, for God's sake. It should be. Do you know what I mean? Level playing field. It shouldn't be a god in the sky VAR. No,
it should be like.
But I also don't think that 1 week the exact same decision should be completely different from the next week.
Well, I guess I mean we've literally just watched the first half of Brentford Palace, right?
Mm.
How is that a penalty to Mbeumo? But that Son one isn't on Everton so that Everton one on Son isn't last week.
It's not a penalty.
I don't understand it.
It's not, in my opinion.
No, but you know what I mean. But Son was actually brought down. He wasn't even touched.
No. That's what I mean. I don't even think it needs to be the same game. It's like they make a bad decision the week before, so then the next game week, us as fans, we're constantly sitting there going, so what game is it that they're going to make this? You make the decision.
Bournemouth Newcastle the other week let everything go in the first half, then second half didn't let anything go, and you're like, where the fuck are we doing this?
I think the biggest problem for me is these refs are professionally trained. Mm-hmm. They get paid a decent wage for what they do, and yet I would at least expect consistency among some refs, but it's not. It's like you get a different personality for every fucker that puts on
Let
a
me also say
t-shirt.
they are skinned alive of any mistake they make wrong.
They are.
That Michael Oliver one, sorry, yesterday, I can understand why it's a red card. Genuinely, where he is, he's seen the planted foot down on the leg. I understand that. He needs to call that, because I'd moan at him if he thought it was a red and he didn't. But
I think
Arsenal fans call it the worst decision ever.
No.
Leave off.
To be fair, I think I've seen Ian Wright post a video on TikTok and he's absolutely going livid about it. But I don't normally stick up for Arsenal Fan TV or AFTV, whatever they're called now. To be fair, they're coming out of the stadium saying not them touching the ankle. They're saying the trip.
Yeah.
So they're saying.
Oh, they're just seeing it as a little swipe. Yeah, no, I get that.
They're seeing it as, he should be booked for tripping him up when they had 3 other men behind them. Like, that's where I kind of feel for them, but they also don't help themselves with people like Ty and what's that fucking other one called? I forgot his name, the bald one. Not Lee Judges, I like him. The other one.
I know who you're on about, yeah.
He's pish.
The one that called Porto worse than Barnes.
Julian, yeah. Porto's like a Burnley in the Portuguese league, you know.
That aged very well.
You fucking knobhead.
Maybe put them out.
Well, you know what I mean. You got those the first leg.
In penalties. Yeah, I was going to say, let's settle.
We put Burnley on fucking but no, like, it's one of those, us as Arsenal, we're missing Lewis-Skelleys for trips like to City.
Oh, I saw this as well. Fucking Rory Talks Football going. Michael Oliver, the reason why he's done it is because he's been paid by the Saudis in the past. So he's missing the Man City clash. And then, hold on. They've also got Newcastle in the next 3 games, which you'll miss, because then the red card in the Premier League carries over to the League Cup. You're like, I bet Newcastle are so glad Lewis-Skelleys isn't playing.
So the thing
war.
That, right, is if you look at our fixtures, we have City then Newcastle. And because we basically qualified straight, we don't need to play off for Champions League. We have a 10-day break between Newcastle and Leicester.
But also,
and then we have like another week after that.
Oh no, yeah, that's their £50 million Italian left back.
So Calafiori, you got Zinchenko.
No, guy, he's fucked off and then Johnny, fuck him off.
But no, but that's what I mean. As a replacement, you got Calafiori. He's got 50 odd million.
Yeah.
So as much as Lewis-Skelleys, the youth player's gone, it's not really an excuse for anything.
It's a fucking stretch.
You're forgetting one man that's been injured and he's coming back. Apparently he's back in training. No, Ben White.
Oh, is he back, is he?
Apparently he's back in training.
The problem is, right, I point blank refuse to listen to any of your injury news because it's all bullshit.
Yeah, Saliba was out for 3 weeks and he turns up a week and a half early. That's a nice surprise, isn't it?
The only one I believe so far is Saka. Because I genuinely think if he was fit, he'd be playing.
Because he took a selfie in the hospital. Arteta's like, no.
No, the face fit. It was actually in the back room of the corner.
Yeah. They used the same as WWE did. They just put him in a bed and they just went, don't worry, it's actually...
I bet Newcastle are well glad now that Lewis-Skelleys misses that. Fuck me, that's a big job.
I don't think it changed their game.
No, I think Lewis-Skelleys brings out something different that we need. He wants.
Are you telling me there's a chance you turn over a 2-goal deficit, and that hangs on a 17-year-old?
No, I don't think so. I'm just saying we'd have a better chance of it with Lewis-Skelleys.
Then you £50 million left back.
No, because it depends who's playing right back. Because I don't know if Timber's back.
This is fucking mad. I was actually going to bring this up. How can Arsenal spend 700 million? I've got the things here, by the way. 7 goalkeepers.
I thought you were just looking at the
7 goalkeepers, 11 defenders, 12 midfielders, and how many strikers do you think?
Oh, none.
Did you say 7 goalkeepers?
Yeah, do you want a list? 2 strikers as well, by the way, in the old time. And that is, Kai Havertz goes into that. And they didn't sign him as a striker, but I'll put him in there to be nice to Arteta.
11 defenders.
That's 700 million, by the way. 714 million. Do you know how much
he is the stats man. You expected this.
Do you know how much he spent net? He spent the 4th worst net in the last 5 years. That's only behind Spurs, Man United and Chelsea.
Yes.
Right? I'll run the goalkeepers with you. Raya, Ramsdale, Turner, Ranarsson,
yeah.
Matthew Ryan and Neto.
To be fair, do you know how much we signed Ranarsson for?
7 goalkeepers, Gavin, 5 years. And then you let your second best one go because you've got Raya.
Say Tommy Setford.
No, is he an 8th, is he?
He was a goalkeeper.
Oh, he wasn't on my list, sorry. Do you want to go through these with a bit of a hit or miss?
Hang on, right, go on, go for it.
We'll go through goalkeepers. Raya?
It was hit.
Yeah.
He's improved.
Yeah, he has been
Yeah.
hit. He has been good for you.
Ramsdale?
Yeah, hit.
Consider
Mistreated hit.
Oh no, I was going to say consider when he came in, no Arsenal fan wanted him.
Yeah,
I thought it was a mistake.
yeah.
I
I didn't
think
think
everyone who
he
knows. I thought everyone who thought they did do football.
I did
I
not.
did watch Ramsdale at the previous teams.
Yeah, he got three teams relegated. Or
Yeah.
with 3 teams who got relegated.
Literally, as soon as
It's to be a fourth, I think.
as soon as you signed him, I thought, well, I don't know why they're getting in then. Class. So yeah, that was it.
Matty Turner.
Miss.
That's a big fat miss, like, isn't it?
But he was brought in for a second and he never really got a chance. But yeah, okay.
Randerson.
I didn't even
Oh
know.
shit!
I didn't know who he was before I wrote him
I
down.
was gonna
I
say.
think he's pish.
Consider.
Matthew Ryan, that's the Aussie that used to be at Brighton.
Yeah.
Right, well, I didn't even realise he played for you boys, so I'm going to say that as a miss as well. No.
Pish.
And who's Neto?
Oh, don't that's the one.
I didn't even know he went there, so I go for a miss.
No.
Wait, there's more.
That's not the Chelsea winner.
There's more.
That's
It's-
Neto, the goalkeeper.
So we signed him on loan from Bournemouth. Yeah.
Oh,
The same
I know who
week-
he is.
The same week they played them in the Carabao Cup. So he was cup tied for the cup we wanted to play him in. He then wasn't played in the FA Cup as a cup keeper.
Proving my point, really.
He doesn't play in the Champions League. We are in the Carabao Cup, but as I said, he can't fucking play in that. And we pay a salary for him to fucking.
That's a
sit
massive
there.
miss.
Massive. It's the worst transfer in the
Oh, I don't know. 2 seconds. There's one here.
No.
I didn't realise Arteta signed him. I thought it was an Emery signing. Ben White's a hit.
Yeah, definitely. He's been unreal for Arsenal.
Definitely a hit. Oh well, yeah, a hit.
Yeah,
A
it's-
right back. Obviously,
Yeah.
not really seeing what he can do at centre back. But
He's been good though, either way for Arsenal. I'd give him that.
Calafiori.
Oh, hey.
No.
That's a miss.
I like him.
You've literally just said a 17-year-old in your academy is better than him.
I also just said.
How does that work?
No, I also
It's
said.
50 million, by the way.
I also said depends who plays right back. So
But he's a left back.
Calafiori can play either flank.
Well, he's a left back and he played centre back for Bologna.
At the moment, I'd go miss.
I'd go miss. That's £50 million.
No, I think
That's
I
madness.
think he's worth it.
Timber.
Miss.
No hit.
He's been injured for like
Well,
2
he's injured
years.
last. I'd also say miss.
He's been injured for. Don't get me
He's
wrong.
been one of our best defenders on the flanks this season.
I haven't been watching him then. I watched him against Newcastle. He was absolutely packed.
No, I-
Oh,
Genuinely.
genuinely. Zinchenko.
Oh, well, bye.
Was that 40 million, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't that much.
Is he not?
No.
No, I thought he was. All right, okay. Right. See, I'd say that his first season and a half. I thought
Yeah. I was gonna say I did think he was all right, but
No.
he had such a
Do
falling
you know when he went
off.
from a hit to a miss?
Yeah.
Your game.
When he got nutmegged off Trent at Anfield to draw
Oh,
the game.
maybe, yeah.
I do think he was a hit, but I think he fell off very quickly. I do think he was good though, but I would agree with you. About the first year and a half,
Bundesliga. Fuck him. Get him off there.
I'd take Zinchenko for West Ham.
over Emerson right now.
We went for him in the summer, and you boys went to budge on the 30 million or 20 million you wanted, which is
We'll take
madness.
Calafiori for 25 million if you want rid of him.
No, I wouldn't take him. Gabriel.
Hit.
Yeah.
I hate saying it, but it's a hit.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say probably one of the best left centre backs in Premier League right now. Not Weld. Let's be serious. Kiwior.
Hit for what he came in to do. Because he didn't come in to be a starter, he came in to be that.
See, I thought there's a theme growing with this defenders thing. There's a lot of left backs.
I'd say miss.
Kiwior's not left back.
Kiwior's left footed, and I think his first game for you boys was
Kiwior's
left
a
back.
centre back.
He's left footed.
But he's a centre back.
Yeah, but you play 4 centre backs.
No,
Kev.
but if you watch members of
No, hang about. No. 2 seconds, right? Calafiori's your main left back, right?
Centre back.
2 seconds. I'll let you prove your point in a second. Calafiori's your main left back. He can play centre back. Gabriel's a centre back. Saliba's a centre back. Ben White, who's your predominant right back, is a centre back.
Yeah.
Timber played centre back at Ajax. Kiwior played centre back.
He is a centre back.
The only left back you boys have got that is actually a left back is Zinchenko and Lewis-Skelleys. He played centre mid for Ukraine, actually. No, he played left back for Man City.
I was going to say midfielder for City.
Inverted,
No.
but left back.
He started.
But he's not 6'2", is my point.
No, but what I'm saying is Kiwior is a centre back. He was then put in as a left back and was found out to be shit at left back. So then we put him as centre back as a makeshift back.
I would say I'll go with hit because I think he's meant to be a backup.
Of course he
Yep.
was.
Tomiyasu?
Miss.
I would have to say miss.
Do you know what?
Injuries.
Yeah. I think he looked
And
all right for a
also,
couple of games, and then
he kind of came back with a bit of vengeance and had another injury, and then he's just never been the same again.
Cedric?
Pish.
That was a weird one for me when they signed him from Southampton. I've got a really good player. I'm like, I
Is
don't
he
think...
still on the books? I thought he was gone.
No, it's just signings.
Oh, is it just signings?
Miss as well. Trusty?
who?
No, awful.
Who the fuck is Trusty?
Yeah, I didn't realise, I don't know.
We
I picked a list, mate.
he got where did we get him from? I want to say we got him from the MLS, and then he went to Sheffield United. Now he's at Celtic.
This one.
Miss.
Pablo Mari?
Miss.
Pish.
Miss.
Yeah.
God,
I agree with that.
Pablo Mari.
Even Havertz, we didn't miss.
Oh,
We'll just quickly go on to midfielders. We ain't got long to go because, we've got past the biggest part, which is defenders. But Declan Rice?
hit. He has been good. I don't think he's.
I'm going to throw a bit of a devil's advocate in there, and I think for 100 million he's underperformed.
I don't think he.
When I mean that is if you bought quote unquote one of the best number sixes in the world, probably just behind Rodri, and he can't play number six on his own in your system, it's probably a failure.
No, because then if you actually look, we obviously sold Xhaka, and without a player like Rice in that midfield, we would have no midfield.
But Rice isn't an 8, is my point.
No, but we wouldn't have a midfield.
No, I know.
I think it's a hit for.
Do you get my point?
Yeah. So I think if you played him as an out-and-out 6, I think he'd probably be better. But I think for what you're using him for, I think
they're physically using Partey at right back at times to push him in next to Declan Rice because he can't play a ball player number 6.
Mm.
He's 100 million.
Yeah.
But I'll start by my point. If he wasn't there, our midfield would be 100 times worse.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with you with that as well.
Partey?
Hit. After these injuries.
I don't rate him. I think miss. If I'm honest, I don't rate him. I think no. I'm going to miss.
See, I think he's genuinely their best playing ball playing midfielder, deep midfielder.
I kind of when he first came in, he had signs, and then he went missing for a good chunk of the season. But since then, I don't know what's happened. He seems to just have more confidence.
There's some stinkers in here. Odegaard.
Right, he's one of the best midfielders in the world.
He wasn't the stinker. Sorry, I'm looking down the list.
I'll be honest. I didn't want him when he signed them.
I don't think anyone did. I thought everyone thought he was a second version of Danny Ceballos, right? From an Arsenal.
I'm fucking Dennis Suarez.
I didn't even know who he was. So it was when after you signed him, and then obviously
he's a 16-year-old wonder kid.
Yeah, and then he's been class for it.
Fabio Vieira.
Miss. Absolute guff.
I would have to say miss, but it's the same one as Kivior. He didn't come in to be a starting fixture. He came in as a sub,
and then got transferred out because he wasn't getting enough time.
He spent more time swan diving than he did anything else. That boy got sniffed at.
I think miss.
Yeah,
Marino. Oh, miss. Boy's shit.
I would say miss. I
get him back on that plane to Spain. I'll happily do a swap. I don't think Sociedad will have a back for fucking Zulamendi and making a Marino back.
Miss.
Yeah.
Miss, and actually the reason why he's a miss isn't actually because he's been playing shit, because I don't know if he has been, to be honest. The problem is I forget he's on the pitch, which probably means he isn't playing brilliant.
Yeah, he's not playing amazing, yeah.
He's another one that just doesn't make any sense to me. There's a bit of a theme going here, which we'll probably get to at the end. Trossard.
Miss.
I've seen these appearances and these goals, and I wasn't quite thrilled on it, so I'm going to stick on the fence on that one.
I say hit. I say hit, especially he's been so consistent on that left side when Martinelli has been absolute shit. How many goals did he get last year?
At the start of the season, when Martinelli was starting, shit. Trossard come on, good. Trossard start, shit. Martinelli come on off the bench, good. That's how that went for so long.
Sammy Lokonga. Just mad. Unreal at Luton. He's got to go in stuff.
Yeah, they got fucking relegated with them.
No, but he was decent, to be fair. Him and Ross Barkley with the shining light on them. Well, yeah, there's a polished shit look good and another bunch of shit, but...
Yeah, miss.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Definitely.
I'm going to go miss, but I just wanted... Jorginho?
Miss.
No, I'd say hit.
No, miss. Because he came on to kind of try and win us games, and the amount of times that he's done that is probably less than
He again, was brought in as a single pivot number 6 because he came from Italy as a single pivot number 6, and he can't do it. I said there's a theme running through this midfield. I mean it. Marquinhos,
winger.
Yeah, okay, right mid, left mid, whatever. You know what I mean? Little Brazilian youngster.
I was going to say he's an actual winger though. He's not right mid.
I don't know. I don't
No, I saw him in one Champions League game. He was okay.
I don't think I've ever seen him play, if I'm honest.
Miss for me, but I mean, I don't know how much he was. So
He's only played 2 games.
Willian.
Oh, bye, flop.
Yeah.
Miss. And
Sterling.
Flop. Boy Randy.
Yeah, do you know what, right? I would love to defend him, but no, he's a miss.
And just, there's only 2 strikers you might as well say at the same time. Jesus and Havertz.
Jesus, flop, Havertz.
Flop.
No. I disagree. He's got 17 goal involvement this season alone. From somebody who is a flop and who's shit, that's quite good going now.
I think that's more about your ball playing than it is about him, because half of the goals he scores is by being in the way. I'm not going to lie, most of the skill out of that comes from Saka.
He missed 2 sets against Wolves yesterday.
But in all honesty, all he does is he jumps and it hits his anatomy and goes in. He doesn't intend on doing anything. It's more about Saka and Odegaard than it is about him.
I would say he's a hit. The only reason why is because how many goal involvement he has. But this is what the theme that I was running through that was: you sign a lot of defenders and most of them don't pull off.
Well, full team.
And as well, and if they don't work as centre back, you just go, that's all right, mate. You'd be left or right back.
Well, now you've gone on with that, it kind of goes into the last segment of this transfer news very briefly, because we're going into the last week of the January transfer window. You've just run off our lack of attacking options, and the only man that seems to think that we don't need one is the one that can get one in.
Yeah.
We've got Benjamin Sesko. Apparently, Leipzig are wanting 70 million. Just pay that. If you're going to pay it for in the summer, if he doesn't sign anybody like that caliber in January, he just admits that we're not winning fuck all this year, and he doesn't want to.
Go on.
I think you desperately need a striker, but I think the biggest problem is, mate, you don't play attacking football. So I think signing a striker is all well and good, but if Arteta's still going to play cancer football...
No, because if you look at it, you just said Havertz has just missed 2 sitters yesterday.
Yeah.
If you have an actual striker in there,
they'd finish. Yeah, I think the problem is you went from a team that could put 6 past people to a team that you'd be lucky if you get 1 now.
Yeah.
So I think the problem is, I agree, you need to go for a striker, but if he's not going to change anything up and actually go for games, then it's going to make no difference.
You have a problem, right? Because they're struggling to score. They didn't. I think they looked brilliant against Wolves. Wolves aren't a very good team, but you were comfortable.
Yeah.
But again, you rock up to Molineux. You have 6 defenders on. What I mean, I don't know if they need a striker so much. I think Havertz can do that job. This is why I brought up Rice. Is if Rice can drop into a 6 on his own and have Odegaard as the 10. If they had an actual number 8, a Kevin De Bruyne number 8, a box to box, they're never going to get Jude Bellingham, but a Jude Bellingham sort of thing. All right, he's been playing more as a 10 for Real Madrid. You know what I mean, though? Yeah. That's sort of a goal scoring number 8. Declan Rice is not that. He wasn't that when he was with us.
No.
And it was arrogant to fucking Arteta think he could buy £100 million number 6 and put him as an 8.
No, and I agree. I mean, he did score midweek, and that kind of goes to my argument where we had goals from Declan Rice isn't a striker. No. We're not really having goals from said strikers. It's all wide players or...
That's not a problem, I don't think, until...
It is when your middleman's not scoring. When he's got an easy...
You need someone clinical that's...
Seen won 2 Premier Leagues without a striker, mate.
That's fine, but did they miss a fucking sitter against Man United for the 6-yard box?
No, I agree with it. Missing sitters.
That's... No.
I would agree with you. You need us forward. But if Arteta isn't willing to actually... go for games, it's not going to do anything.
He needs to show intent to actually sign someone. I don't care. We might be signing Martin Zubimendi in the summer. That's fine. That's a summer move.
Another centre mid.
But necessarily, Martin Zubimendi isn't going to win us a league.
No, I think
we need somebody to score goals. But if we don't sign anybody that can score goals in January, Arteta's sitting there going, I don't believe we can win anything this season. Let's go next season.
He tried one risky thing in the last couple of weeks, which is Lewis-Skelleys at left back, right? Going forward, it has. If you looked at Wolves yesterday, Nelson Semedo and Cunha was ruining you down that left side.
I think if you have somebody who has more pace than Lewis-Skelleys, he does have a bit of a problem. When he matches them, he's really good.
I'm more meant. he plays 4 centre backs, and I always wonder whether it's he doesn't trust the centre backs, but he must do. Because how good is Saliba? Gabriel's very protected because he always has a centre back technically on either side. And I'd love to know what he'd play like if he didn't. But that Wolves first half, they were down that wing all the time, every single fucking time. They were down that wing, and Gabriel doesn't know if he's coming, going, pushing. And at times you look at him, he's just not that intelligent, football wise.
He does struggle to read the game.
I think you need one attacking fullback. Just one. You look at even City now. Guardiola. I think he's got 7 goals or 6 goals this season. Yeah. It's a left back.
He does miss his fair chance, but he makes sure he capitalises on it after.
I think Arsenal and West Ham quite have a thing in common here where you need a striker who is going to score the goals for you. What was your last result? Was it?
Our problem, mate.
No, 2-0 Palace, but we didn't have a shot on goal.
We've got a striker that can score goals. He just started getting into form and then pulls up with an injury.
Yeah, no, striker's not even on the top of my radar. I think he's about third.
Centre backs.
No, third. I'd take a centre mid, a left back, and a goalkeeper for a striker.
But you had no shots on target last game.
We have no pace, mate. We have statues in midfield. We have no left back right now. Bar Scholes. Actually, okay, no left back. They wouldn't actually. But goalkeeper, fuck me. I mean, how bad was Fabianski on that penalty?
Fab and Mav, they're the 2 biggest replacements with him.
Mavropanos just like kicking people in the fucking head. It's all right.
Well, he chucked Mateta.
He done it for us.
He chucked Mateta to the floor. And you're like, well, that's 1 yellow. And then he pretty much kicked someone in the face, and you go, well done, Mav. See you later.
Yeah, you're off. See you later.
What are you doing?
I don't know like your problems is that, but I saw no shots on target last game.
Striker isn't a problem. Well, it's a problem.
No, but it isn't though, mate. We're against Fulham with Paqueta in the 9, and we scored 3 goals.
Yeah,
it ain't that. It's
then what happened last game then?
Genuinely, I'm saying to you right now, in my opinion, well, also it's a back 3 against Paqueta, which also doesn't help. But you have no Bowen, and that is a massive thing on the right side.
Somerville was gone and all.
You have an issue. You have Soler over on the left because you have to have Kudus on the right, and you have no Bowen and Somerville. I'd love a front 4 right now. If you gave me it to the end of the season, a Paqueta in a false 9, Bowen on the right, Somerville on the left, and Kudus just behind Paqueta. That scores goals. I don't care what anyone says. With a Potter way of playing football, it scores goals.
Soler can fit into the middle as well.
And you have full crew.
Yeah, full crew.
Yeah, but how many games he missed and played?
Yeah. He played 3 games in a row and got 2 goals and an assist.
Good, really good. But can you do that week in, week out with no legs?
This is the biggest problem. So we don't need a striker because we have one. But what we need, do you know what we need? We need to trust our academy.
We've done that with Wanyeri and Lewis-Skelleys. Look how good they're.
But look at Scholes for us. He's come on twice now. Started once and came on as a sub.
He started today.
He was class, but
he's still playing Emerson over him. Today.
Fab needs gone. Areola needs gone.
Striker isn't actually my first position. I don't know about you. As I said, I don't think it would be for Arsenal either. They need to sort that 8 out. That's been a problem for 2 years. And Arteta will not drop Rice into that solo 6 without an actual ball-playing goal-scoring number 8.
I think it'll be very interesting in Martin Zubimendi coming in. I think...
How many midfielders are you going to have?
Midfielders, Zubimendi and Rice and Odegaard. That is a good midfield.
I personally, if I was you guys, would be looking for someone to challenge Saka's position. And
I said that in the summer.
Well, the problem is, I get he's the star boy, but the biggest problem is...
There's 3 players that should come in. Zubimendi is one of them. I've said this before, be a part of the Uber signing him. Benjamin Sesko and Nico Williams. Those are the 3 that would be on top of my list to sign.
I don't think you
need... So you take a left winger?
Yeah, but Martinelli's starting to play on the right more.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Saka's not there.
Yeah.
But he also done that when Saka was fit towards the end of last season to try and...
Yeah, I do agree. You need another winging option, but I think your biggest problem... You don't need another centre mid. You don't. You just need...
You don't need another centre.
It's mad. They see another centre mid getting recognition in a foreign league and they're like, fuck it, we'll buy him. Why?
Unless you're going to get rid of one. Unless you're going to get rid of Jorginho.
Well, they're not going to, are they? Because they bought more left backs in and they still didn't get rid of fucking left backs.
Apparently, Jorginho could be on his way out. I'd keep an eye on that for the.
But you look at their left backs. I think I worked out they have 7 players who can play left back, and they 6 before they bought Calafiorian. They brought another one in without getting rid of one. But they're short of creativity in midfield, and they bring Marino in, but let Emil Smith-Rowe go.
They've got 4 right backs.
Their signings make no fucking sense. Arsenal all over the place. Arteta wants to win the league with 0 goals conceded over 38 games. That's all he cares about.
Yeah, so quick recap. Arteta doesn't know what he wants in the fucking transfer window.
He's sacked, right? If he finishes second, or God forbid he finishes third, and Arsenal wins the league, he's sacked, isn't he? I said this at the start of the season. You said that was a stupid point.
No, I
Yes, you did.
No, I don't think he will get sacked.
No, I said should he get sacked?
No.
He shouldn't even have called it in question.
No.
£700 million spent, second or third. You ain't going to win the FA Cup, you're out of that. League Cup, you need to overcome a 2 goals deficit. You're not winning the Champions League, I'm serious.
At St James's, I'd be very surprised if you.
What are you going to win? Or does it not matter to you? Is second fine?
I don't see why we can't go far in Champions League.
Right, so what are you going to win? What do you think you're going to win?
You can win the Champions League would be my question. Because the problem is, see with your game management, right?
You see that? We've conceded 2 goals in that whole piece.
What tells you that?
At some point you've got...
What tells us that? The stats.
No. What top 8 teams did you play? Bar Inter Milan. That's it.
Lana was there for...
brilliant.
What I mean is, your whole game is about...
You're saying that. Say you're not even in the
playoffs. No, this is what I'm on about.
So, I think your whole game is about controlling the game and slowing it down and playing at your own pace, right? The problem is, I think when you get to the...
2 goals.
Hang on. So when you get to the final stages, because let's face it, Real Madrid are going to be there. They're better at game management than you. They're better at pace management than you. What are you going to do against them? Because in all honesty, I think if you come up against the Madrid...
It's not even about the Real Madrid. Real Madrid's one of them. Bayern Munich would beat you comfortably in 2 legs. Guess what? They did last year. They were shitter last year than they are this year. Real Madrid would. Man City probably would. Let's be serious. Because when did you last actually win it? Yeah, you had. I think it was about 7 years ago. You're not winning at Anfield in European night. It just ain't happening. So what I mean, I'm not even trying to slag Arsenal off. I'm just saying realistically. Do you know what I mean? 5 years, £700 million spent. He apparently takes the fucking Carabao Cup seriously. No. But all jokes aside, Gabriel and Saliba were fucking bitched by Isaac for 90 minutes. So what is the point?
If he doesn't win anything and he still gets second, I think questions have to be asked.
Turkish was right on AFTV.
But I think if he gets third and wins nothing, he would get sacked, in my opinion, because it's not been an improvement.
No, questions should be asked.
If he finishes second,
questions should be asked, but I don't think it should be you have this to turn it around.
So for me, if he finishes second and doesn't win anything, questions need to be asked, and that's fine. But I think if he finishes anything lower than second,
but how long?
It's got to be in question.
So City finish. That's what I'm saying here. So if Liverpool then City and then Arsenal,
if City somehow managed to get back into the fucking top,
only 6 points off.
You're saying that, right?
No,
no. But as a team,
you shouldn't be dropping 6 points. Then I get that.
No,
I get that.
I mean, we have done for City in the past, but then if we do it, lessons have not been learned.
My thing
Even
is,
if we do not win the league, dropping that many points to a team like City,
and how much more,
you will not win the league.
How much more regressive defensively will you get before you realise that you need to score goals to win the league? It's mad, isn't it?
Do you know what? I actually think it's a shame for Arsenal fans, because I think 2 years ago, 2 years ago, I enjoyed watching you lot. Whereas now, I actually dread watching you play football, because it's so cancerous and boring that I'd honestly rather watch Championship. And that's not me just hating on you guys. It's just the fact that you slow the game down, you waste time, and then the problem is...
Can we be serious?
The AFTV afterwards come out.
Not all of them. See, Turkish is quite level.
He's actually the only one that started turning my head back towards it.
They turned into a less enjoyable Mauricio Pochettino team.
But there's a few Arsenal people that do like the fan cams that are like, what is this performance? Even if we win, it's still great, we've won. But what the fuck have I just won?
No, what I mean is like Julian last week, he's on about keeping the pressure on.
He doesn't
when did you turn it to Spurs?
He doesn't know what he wants.
So if you finish second, you get put out the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup in the third round, you get to a quarter-final Champions League. Is there going to be a video going out in the gunner's shop, in the armoury, at the Emirates for keeping up the pressure? 3rd year in a row, keeping up the pressure.
AFT probably would.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, but that'd be mental.
They're turning to Spurs.
That's where we're going to end it here, folks.
Fight me, Arsenal fans. I don't give a fuck.
Arsenal are going to be Spurs.
And if the argument's going to be you're a West Ham fan, what do you know? We're European champions. You're fuck all.
There we go. Comment below with that then.
It's fact, isn't it?
You'll be replying to the comments, not me.
Okay.
That's fine. Right, well,
cheers.
So we'll probably have a podcast with just the game week to go. So,
yeah, class. Cheers, guys.
We're just about to lose now. I've said that.
Cheers.